The topic of my presentation is Product Process Innovation through TRIZ, Theory to Resolve Inventive Problems. So this topic is about innovation. So innovation is an important topic today because innovation is required in every field. In academic institutions, we are working towards innovative teaching methodologies. In industries, they are looking towards innovative manufacturing processes. Then comes innovative products to meet the requirements of the modern society. Like that, everywhere innovation is required. Now we are in the COVID-19 crisis. So in medicine, innovation is required. In hospitals, tourism, agriculture, everywhere innovation is required. So the topic is theory to resolve inventive problems for product process development. So this presentation is about the process of innovation. Of course, you know about innovation, you need to go for developing innovative product process. But how to innovate? That is the big question mark. Now this presentation is about the process of innovation through the inventive methodology called TRIZ. So majority of my presentation I have taken from this reference, TRIZ journal. It is a free reference, free journal. From that I have taken. So TRIZ, Theory to Resolve Inventive Problems. Actually, it is translated from a Russian acronym. So in Russian language, it is given like this. In meaning is given Theory to Resolve Inventive Problems. In English, it is called TIPS, Theory of Inventive Problem Solving. So this methodology was developed by Heinrich Altshuler and his colleagues in the former USSR starting in 1946. So it is not a new method, it is an old method available from 1946 and it is now being developed and practiced throughout the world. Of course, now majority of the industries, they are using this methodology for developing products, but it is not very popular in academic institutions. Yet to become popular in academic institutions. So he is the father of this methodology, Heinrich Altshuler. So what is the use of TRIZ? TRIZ findings are applied to create and to improve any type of products, services and systems. So we are talking about engineering innovation, not only in engineering. So any kind of product, this can be applied. Any services and system, this can be applied. So what is the essence of TRIZ methodology? So what is that available? So these are the things available in this methodology. So concept of ideality, then concept of contradiction, then principles of invention. This is called universal principles. 40 universal principles are available in this methodology. Based on that, universal inventive solutions are there. 76 standard inventive solutions are available. And then trends of evolution of technical systems. And then there is an algorithm. Like any algorithm, for innovation also, the algorithm is available. This is called ARIES algorithm. So before getting into this concept, so first, mainly during this presentation, I like to explain the concept of ideality. So before that, let us understand what is innovative products. I like to show you some innovative products available in the market for the last 2 to 3 years. All these products, it is self-explanatory. Just by looking at the diagram, you can understand. Now you can understand what is innovation in this product, right? So teacup, there is a provision for having biscuits also. So filling bottles, so simultaneously you can fill so many cups. But this is to increase the productivity. So wardrobe in the kitchen. So now the orientation is different so that the space can be minimized. Alarm clock. Here it is a backup light. It is not giving sound, but instead it is giving light as per the clock. So now the light intensity that can be adjusted. So because of this light intensity, it is possible to vacuum. So it is available in the market for $28. So table for laptop computer. So it is a three in one table. So while working, so you can charge. So it is exercise. You can go for exercise. Also simultaneously you can charge the laptop. So here holder for nail. While driving the nail, holding is important. So by having a holder like this, so it becomes safe. It is quick as well as safe. The cap remover, so it is available in the 2-in-1. So an arrangement to fill the bottles. So it is very convenient to use. So toothbrush, so toothpaste also available. So 2-in-1. So here the quantity can be controlled. So solar panel. So here it is optimization of the space. So you can understand what is this. So you can measure it. Maybe say here 35 grams or 50 grams. So you can measure it and then you can use it. So in the top, it looks like boxes, but what is inside? Stall for preparing juices and other things. Second one, computer table and then shelf. So here it is a bed. So table tennis. So door which can be used as a table tennis. So whenever you want to play, you can open it and play. After that, you can close it. So this is 2019. Last year, it was introduced. So automatic brush. So it takes only 10 seconds to complete the brushing. So here, sensor is attached to the diaper and then it is communicated to the parent through cell phone or any other device. So they can monitor the wetness of the diaper. So digital measuring tape. So foldable phone Of course, it is available in the market nowadays. So this is from recent TV from Samsung. So it is a vertical. So vertical TV or horizontal. Normally it is horizontal. If you want, you can make it as a vertical TV. So it is a toilet paper robo. So this is to issue the tissue paper. So you can call this robo by sitting in the toilet. So this will give you the tissue paper. It is also a robo. It is not a real cat, but it is looks like a cat. So it is behaving like a cat. So it is a cat robo. So laser cutting for pizza. It's a foldable cycle. So tubeless tire. So here jockey, instead of jockey, so you can make use of exhaust gas from the automobile. With that, so you can make it as a jockey. So rear view mirror, this is not available in the current vehicle, but this is 180-degree rear view mirror. So 180-degree, this can cover. So three-wheeler, so balancing, so provision for balancing. So there is no possibility of falling on either side. It is able to balance. This one, can you guess what is this? So it is the feature of laptop. Actually, keyboard, it is a virtual keyboard. Other side, virtual screen. So this is what we are going to have. So virtual keyboard. So now it is connected. A cell phone, it is available. So recent development is use of virtual keyboard in the cell phone. So very conveniently, you can key in the information. So now the question is how to develop such an innovative products. So what TRIS methodology says. So one can attempt to solve problems using only personal capability. TRIS recognizes that applying methodology and tools significantly leverages one's personal capabilities and personal knowledge. That is the concept of TRIS. So it provides the tools to anyone with a reasonable amount of intelligence and little desire. So with this methodology, two things are required. There are two prerequisites. One is reasonable amount of intelligence. Other one is little desire. So if you have reasonable amount of intelligence and you have little desire, then you can become an inventive genius. Of course, by having this methodology, TRIS methodology. So with this information, let me get into the TRIS methodology. First, the concept of ideality. First, let me explain the concept of ideality by value engineering. What is the definition by value engineering? Concept of ideality. So ideality is defined by means of two things: function divided by cost. So by having this definition, so we can classify the products into four categories. So whatever may be the product, whether it is engineering products or any consumable products, whatever may be, According to this definition, we can classify into 4 categories. It may be acceptable product by the society, or it may be not acceptable products. Then it may be a good product. It may be ideal product. So now red mark, that is function, green is cost. So here this product, cost remains same, but function is improving. Say quality. So quality may be the function. So quality is increasing, but cost remains same. In this case, second case, function remains same, but cost is decreasing. That is second type of product. Third type of product, function is increasing, cost is decreasing. This is another kind of product. And this kind of product, the function is increasing, cost is increasing. So with this definition, now can you identify which is the unacceptable product, acceptable product, good product, and ideal product? Maybe you can take 1 or 2 minutes. Identify which product it is. Rajkumar sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Everything is okay.
Everything okay. Please continue, sir.
Okay. I think by this time, so you could have identified so which product it is. So the fourth one, so it is not acceptable product. So why it is not acceptable? So function is increasing, but at the same time, cost also increasing. So this is what in academic institutions. So students project, whether it is UG, PG or the PhD, the product, maybe majority it belongs to this category of product. So we are able to increase the quality or the performance or any other function, but by increasing the cost. But is it acceptable by the society? If your product is like this, then society is not going to accept this product. The next case, which is an acceptable product. So here, cost remains same, but function is increasing. So this is acceptable by the product because there is no change in the cost. Anyway, it is beneficial compared to the old product. So this is acceptable. Then which is a good product? So here, function remains same, but cost is reducing. So it is a good product. Then which is ideal product? So function is increasing, but at the same time, the cost is decreasing. So both way it is beneficial. This is called ideal product. Now, what is the concept of ideality by TRIZ? So, ideality is defined by TRIZ like this: all useful functions divided by all harmful function plus cost. So, comparing to the definition of value engineering, function is there, function by cost. But here it is not only one function, all useful function. A particular product may be performing more than one function. So now all the functions are to be considered. So in the numerator, it is all useful functions. So in the denominator, apart from the cost, all harmful functions. So you need to consider that, like useful function, you need to consider the harmful function also. So you need to consider all harmful function. So now it is a definition by the TRIZ methodology. So what is the concept behind this? The ideal system performs a required function without actually existing. The function is often performed using existing resources. All systems evolve in this direction over time by resolving contradiction. So most importantly, the first line: the ideal system performs a required function without actually existing. Do you think that it is possible to have such product? Ideal system performs a required function. So any product, it has to perform certain function. But it says, so you need to perform a function without actually existing. That means without any system. So some system is required to perform some function. So here it says, without any system, is it possible to perform that particular function? This is what ideality. Do you understand this? So the definition of ideality breaks psychological inertia. Now let me give an example to this. This particular approach, ideality approach. This pill inspection workstation, tablet inspection station. So the tablets are delivered from a vibratory feeder. So it is a helical feeder. So through this, the tablets are coming, and then it is delivered onto the conveyor like this. So tablets, by gravity, it is delivered onto the conveyor. Now inspection. So after delivering onto the conveyor, inspection is required. So now it is manual inspection. So here, damage. So what is that they are looking for? They are looking for a damage in the edges. So without damage, so here it is medicine, tablets. So you need to pack this without any damage. So 100% defect free has to be ensured. But with manual operation, is it possible to ensure this 100% defect free? So this is the problem. Now you need to go for modification of this system, the delivery of tablets. So what is that you suggest? Now I am giving 2 minutes to think about it. So how to eliminate this problem of defective items? Because manual operation, so every minute so many tablets are manufactured. Maybe every minute so many hundreds of tablets are loaded onto the conveyor. So this is operator based, manual in the sense it is not possible to see each and every tablet. So fatigue will be there, so other problems will be there. There is a possibility of getting the defective ones. So how to avoid this one? Rajkumar sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
Yeah. Maybe we can ask 1 or 2 participants to give their answers. So what is that they are suggesting to have this? It may not be all the participants, one or two can respond.
Please raise your hand for question. It will be allowed. Attendees, please raise your hand to ask question.
Now, they need to answer. The problem here is, so what kind of system, what kind of improvement they suggest in order to eliminate this problem, operator problem.
For answering, please raise your hand. It will be allowed.
Then shall I go to the answer? Next slide. Shall I go to the next slide?
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
So here, so majority, you may say that, so I can go for automation. You may say that I can go for sensor for detecting this one damage, or maybe instead of operator, I can go for robo, or maybe computer vision, like that. So if you go for modernization, so in that case, the cost will be increasing. So as per the definition of ideality, the cost increasing in the sense, so you cannot achieve an ideal product. So without cost, is it possible to improve the function? So here, inspection, it is about inspection. So inspection system. So inspection system here is operator. So without inspection system, without operator, is it possible to inspect the tablet? So this is what, like this you need to think. Only then you can have an ideal product. So is it possible to have a system, or without inspection system, is it possible to inspect the tablet? Yes, it is possible. So here there is no operator, but instead some modification in the delivery line. So here, so the tablet, now it is, orientation is different. It is rotating and then falling. So earlier it was sliding and then sliding on the delivery line, and then it is loaded onto the conveyor. But here it is not so. Here some modification in the delivery line. So now it is rolling and then it is not sliding. It is rolling and then it is jumping onto the conveyor. So here, because of this modification, if there is a damage in the tablet, automatically it comes down. So how? So because of the damage. So here, in the earlier system, there is no gap between the end of the delivery line and then conveyor. It is touching onto the conveyor, but here there is a gap. So now the tablet, so in order to jump onto the conveyor, it has to have some velocity. So with sufficient velocity only, it can jump onto the conveyor. But now if there is a damage, so without damage in the sense, so it is having that velocity and then it is able to jump onto the conveyor. But now if there is a damage in the sense, then the velocity is decreasing, it is not able to jump onto the conveyor. So instead of that, it is falling. So hence there is a gap. So it is falling onto the dustbin. So here, if there is a damage, it is automatically identified. So there is no inspection system. Now we understand this. So inspection, there is no inspection system. But without inspection system, the tablets are inspected and then defective ones are removed. So this is what the concept of ideality. So ideal system performs required function without actually existing. So here the function is inspection. So system is inspection system without actually existing. So without inspection system, so inspection is performed. So by this way, now the cost, so there is no cost. So similarly the harmful function. So harmful function you need to eliminate. So by eliminating cost and harmful function, so it is moving towards ideal product. So what kind of function it is giving? So you need to increase as many functions as possible. So then you can approach ideality. So in this, whatever may be the product, so you need to start with ideal final result. So what is the ideal final result that is expected from this particular product? So there are 4 characteristics defining the ideal final result. First one is eliminates the deficiency of the original system. So some deficiencies are there in the system. That's why we are going for improvement, innovation. So it has to eliminate the deficiencies of the original system. Secondly, preserves the advantages of the original system. Maybe deficiencies you need to eliminate, but advantages may be there, but you need to preserve the advantages. Then third thing is does not make the system more complicated. So you should not make it more complicated. Uses free or available resources. So you need to make use of the free resource or available resource. So you need to have a simple system. And fourth characteristics is does not introduce new disadvantage. So by changing that product, it should not introduce any disadvantages. So these are all the 4 characteristics of ideal final result. So before developing a product, so you need to identify, you need to define these characteristics, 4 characteristics, and then you need to apply this concept and you need to think. So if you think with these directions, then the product definitely it is going to be an innovative product. Here the important thing in ideality is use resources to get ideality. What is resource? Any substance available in the system or its environment, that is resource. Then it may be an energy reserve, field, free time, unoccupied space, information, people. So it need not be a product. It can be a service or system, whatever may be. So what is that required in that? So all those things, so you need to make use of. And then it has the functional and technological ability to jointly perform additional functions. So it may be performing some function, but you need to introduce more functions by utilizing the same resources, available resources. Is it possible to perform additional function? So if you think in this direction, then it is possible to develop any innovative products. Now, let me give you some more examples of ideality. So it is lamp with the lamp shade. So here, this lamp shade, it is a rotating one. So it is this shade, it is able to rotate. But for rotating, energy is not required. So it is designed such that it is able to rotate without energy. So how it is done? So here in the top, there is a opening. So now it is a light, so it dissipates heat energy. So because now there is because of the heat energy, so here it is air is heated, so the warm air it starts escaping through the opening. So because of the flow of hot air, it starts rotating. So you can, by utilizing the existing resources, so you can rotate this lamp side, so without additional cost. So pesticide spraying. So here for spraying the pesticide, no need for energy, because here it is connected to a cylinder which is connected to the foot of the operator. So while walking, so it is able to operate the cylinder. So by operating the cylinder, so you get the pesticide spray. So without any external pump, so with available energy, while walking, it is generating energy and then it is spraying pesticide. So with this, I like to conclude my presentation. So if you got any queries, you can ask for it.